Should you use Kotlin or Java when making a Minecraft plugin? Well, I'm going to keep this real short for you. It's Kotlin. However, there are a few reasons why you still might choose Java, so let's compare them. Just a heads up, this video is specifically about Minecraft plugins. If you're making mods, the answer is a lot more interesting, and I might make a separate video for that. Java has one major advantage over Kotlin. Almost every plugin tutorial is written in Java. You can usually copy a tutorial line for line and have working, or at least almost working code. Kotlin, on the other hand, has very few plugin tutorials. If you find a Java tutorial, you'll usually have to translate the code into Kotlin yourself. Thankfully, that's a lot easier than it sounds. Kotlin is fully interlopable with Java, and after a week or two, you'll get pretty good at mentally converting Java examples. And even if you don't, IntelliJ has a built-in Java to Kotlin converter that I've never personally had any problems with. So take into account API examples and most Stack Overflow answers as well. Java just has way better learning resources. And that's pretty much its only major advantage. It doesn't really have all that much going for it. The biggest advantage of Kotlin is that it was designed to make Java better, not replace it. It runs on the exact same JVM and will work with essentially every library and API that Java does. As far as Minecraft is concerned, it literally doesn't care if your plugin is made in Java or Kotlin. Now, what actually makes Kotlin better? A big one is less boilerplate. Unlike Java, you don't need getters and setters everywhere. Constructors are much cleaner. Another huge advantage is null safety. If you've ever used Java, you've probably seen a null pointer exception. Kotlin catches just about all of these mistakes before you ever even run the program. Obviously, this won't eliminate all bugs, but it helps catch really common ones. There are also properties. Say you need to get the health property of a player. In Java, you'd write something like player.getHealth. However, in Kotlin, you just write player.health. This isn't a huge change, but it's a very nice quality of life feature, especially if you're calling a lot of methods. Under the hood, it's still calling the getter. Kotlin just makes it look like a normal property. Then there are extension functions. I'm going to be honest, I don't actually use this all too often, but they are still quite useful when you need them. They let you pretend a class has methods it never originally had. Now, what does that mean? Say I need a way to teleport the player one block above where they are, and let's say I'm going to use this a lot, so I need an easy way to call it. Well, I could use an extension function. I would take the location base class and define an above method on it. Then I would teleport the player to the above location. There are also lots of quality of life features, things like smart casts, string templates, data classes, default parameter values, named arguments, and a much nicer collections API. So as you can tell, Kotlin is better in just about every way, but what about a more nuanced case? Suppose you're working in an existing code base that's already written in Java. Well then, you should still use Kotlin. Kotlin and Java work in the exact same project. I have plenty of projects that use both Java and Kotlin. There's no reason to rewrite the old code base at all. I don't really see a compelling reason to choose Java over Kotlin for a new Minecraft plugin.